And my question is what are the best ways that you have found to deal with politics on individual shows and as you were coming up in the ranks, as it were?
Kindness. Seriously. I mean, for me, that has been like, just treat people with kindness and you'll get everything you want, basically. It has been my experience for real. And I know that different shows are run differently and not everybody does that. And you can have a really good show and not treat anyone with kindness. So unfortunately, it's not an equation. Like, if you're nice, then your show is a hit. But that being said, I mean, honestly, I can't think of a better way to approach managing a huge group of people. Is, and respect and like what you were saying, the thing. Oh, thanks. But you were saying.
All right, come on, let's everybody clap. Come on. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Go, Jenny, baby.
No, but you were saying the thing. You hire people who do their job really well. We have our producer, our physical production producer. Eileen Landris was on The Sopranos for 8 years. She's wildly overqualified to do our show, and we just let her do her job, and it makes our lives simple.
I think another answer to the question is be who you are. I had an interesting experience with a writer who was doing his first pilot, and he was a screenwriter, and this is the first thing that he had written for television, and I noticed that he was yelling at everybody. He was mean to everyone. And I said, you're not the schmuck screenwriter anymore. You actually are the boss. Don't be mean. But most of us behave in the way that is inherent in the personality that we have. So I think that to manage people, kindness is the best, because I do believe that that's true. But you are who you are. And hopefully, as you get more power, you'll, in a good way, become a bigger version of what you already were. So don't try and presume that because you're the boss that you have to behave in a certain way, or you have to, be an asshole. If you're an asshole, then I'm afraid that you're probably going to stay one for the rest of your life. But true, right? I mean, assholes are assholes. All of a sudden, you're a showrunner and you're not an asshole. You're probably a bigger fucking asshole.
Yeah. If I can add to that, actually, just I think learning the individual brushstrokes you need for I found that you can't just kind of paint a show one way. You have to learn everybody's kind of nuance and the best way to communicate with them. I mean, that's working, the people that are working with you, and then in terms of working with the network and the politics of that is really understanding how everything is laid out, where to go for certain things, make sure to follow the certain procedures of it, and also engage your network as your creative partner and being able to have that line of dialogue. But it is always a tricky dance, and sometimes you're obviously not meshing and you have to let people go, but ultimately really trying to understand that everybody has different needs. And when you get into management, when the difference between directing and management was, and I always felt like there was no handbook given to me when suddenly I was in charge of 200 people. My friend said, you're the accidental CEO. Like, I have 200 people suddenly. I suddenly have this company that I'm in charge of, and David loved to write, Jonathan loves to write. That collaboration, I was always looking for what Sorkin and Shalami had in their days. Where Aaron Sorkin says, I want to be a playwright and I need a stage manager. It's like that kind of thing where everybody's sort of filling out the half, but you have to understand both your creative partner of your, the creator, and understanding the nuance of that and the best way to communicate. But it's all about learning what makes someone tick and getting the best out of them that way, and then really trying to let them run their departments, especially within that. So try not to get into their business. The micromanaging is, I'd say, there's a big theme to stay away from.